Do you think you know the Maze Runner? Well, here's some things you may not have known about the runners in the maze.
I belong to the maze.
Just put down the gun.
We all do.
The Maze Runner film series is based on a book series penned by author James Dashner. Director Wes Ball involved Dashner heavily throughout the production of the first film, The Maze Runner, as he wanted to get the feel of the movie right for audiences familiar with the source material. Maze Runner is Wes Ball's first feature film. Previous to this, he had extensive experience working on visual effects and graphics for television. His only directorial credit prior to Maze Runner was an animated short film called Ruin. 20th Century Fox took notice of Ruin, and solely based on the post-apocalyptic feel of Ball's work, combined with his directorial style, Fox purchased the rights to Ruin and offered the job of directing Maze Runner to Ball. Despite the film being based on a young adult novel, Ball wanted to do his best to make Maze Runner look more serious in tone and content in order to appeal to a broader audience. Ball echoes this in interviews saying, quote, "It's totally a PG-13 movie, so a lot of kids are going to watch this movie, but they're not going to feel like they're getting talked down to. It's not a kids movie, it's just a cool movie that kids can go see."
What happens if they don't make it?
They're gonna make it.
And what happens if they don't?
They're gonna make it.
He initially pitched his vision for the film as a mashup of Lord of the Flies meets Lost. Maze Runner was filmed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Because of the location, a snake wrangler had to be brought on set to catch the multitude of snakes that would slither their way onto set. Within the first 15 days of filming, 25 venomous and 35 non-venomous snakes had to be relocated. Fortunately for the cast, no one was bitten. However, the snake wrangler wasn't so lucky, as he was bitten by a rattlesnake while tending to the creature. He was promptly rushed to the hospital and treated in time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, just easy, all right?
Where am I? What is this place? Why can't I remember anything?
This is all normal, okay? We've all been through this.
The film's production designer Mark Fisichella had very little to work with in terms of budget, as the entirety of the film had to be shot on $30 million. While Louisiana offered a great setting for the film, there was the issue of designing a convincing maze. Fisichella ended up building a considerable amount of the maze set in an empty Sam's Club in Baton Rouge. The walls constructed therein were 16 feet tall and modular, being able to simulate a never-ending maze. Additionally, Fisichella had several different creative teams building various huts for the glade in which the kids in the film live. His thought was that he didn't want the domiciles to look like things outside of the ability of children, and he wanted several different styles present on the set to imply that the kids got better at their craft the more they did it. The more convincing, the better.
And he learned that the most important thing is that we all have each other. Because we're all in this together.
Ball made use of social media when filming began, reaching out to fans of the book on Twitter by asking what their favorite moments from the book were. He made sure to incorporate those scenes in the film. Similarly, actor Blake Cooper utilized Twitter to pester Ball with his audition tape. He related to the character of Chuck so much that upon discovering the book was being made into a film, he began his crusade to obtain the role. He was so relentless that Ball gave in and routed Cooper to the casting director, who apparently thought highly of the audition tape and immediately cast Cooper. The gate that appears in the film used to leave the glade and enter the maze is practical and uses digital set extensions to make them the impressive height seen in the film. In actuality, each door of the gate is 20 feet tall and 40 feet wide and weigh about 5,000 pounds. And here's a bonus one. The film's main character, Thomas, is played by Dylan O'Brien. However, the role almost went to someone else when Ball saw O'Brien for the first time, feeling that he had, quote, MTV hair and didn't fit the part and dismissed him. However, upon seeing O'Brien with a buzz cut at a later date, Ball reconsidered and brought him in to audition.
Look, I don't know if he's brave or stupid. Whatever it is, we need more of it. I say we make him a runner.
A runner? What? Pinhole, let's not jump the gun here, all right? All right?
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.